All right, Larry Krueger from Pig in a Pickle with a 49er draft day video. The Niners have selected pick number 87. Of course, we're brought to you by Pig in a Pickle. Check them out in Emeryville and Corte Madera. And the Niners traded up with the Minnesota Vikings and selected Ji'Ayir Brown, a safety out of Penn State. Now, I love this pick. I did a video on him a few weeks ago. Ji'Ayir Brown's a productive player. He was on Bruce Feldman's freaks list, 10 interceptions over the past 2 seasons, excellent ball skills, 5'11", 205 pounds, really an elite athlete. His nickname is Tig because as a kid he used to bounce around like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. But this guy's a force against the run. 122 tackles the last 2 years. He's a violent hitter. He's a kid from New Jersey. He was the MVP of the Rose Bowl against Utah. That day he had 8 tackles, he had 1.5 sacks, and he had an interception. Now, why is he available at late in the third round? Well, he ran 4.65 in the 40 in his workout, and that's a tad slow. But when you watch this kid, he doesn't play slow. I mean, he's got great athleticism, incredible strength. He was, as I said, on the Bruce Feldman freaks list, but he's also a really good football player. And when you can marry elite athleticism with collegiate production, you really got something. And this guy, as I said, MVP of the Rose Bowl. He was huge against Utah. This is a versatile player. He loves football. He's a passionate player. He's a leader. This guy loves ball. There's just no way around it. Great pick by the 49ers. Why? Because you lose Emmanuel Mosley. You lose Jimmy Ward. And what are those guys? Those are the alphas in the secondary. Those are the leaders back there. So you need to have a guy who really loves to play football. Now, some people don't think he's as good as last year's Penn State safety, Jaquan Brisker, who went to the Bears in the draft. I really like Ji'Ayir Brown. I mean, if you saw that Rose Bowl against Utah, he was the best player on the field by far. He can do it in coverage. He can do it up in the line of scrimmage. But what I love about him is the versatility. This guy could play a slot corner position if you have to have him there. I think he can man the deep middle in a cover 3. So if you want to cut him to cover all those blades of grass in the deep middle, he can do that for you. Or you can play him in the box and play him as a box safety. So big hitter, tone-setting player. He's a culture player. This is another one of those, and this is what John Lynch was talking about the other day when he says, we're getting it right now with the kinds of people we're adding. Because the Niners didn't just need to add a good player in the secondary. They need to add an alpha. They need to add a leader. They need to add a guy who's a tone-setting player. And Ji'Ayir Brown is exactly that. So there are guys who will run a better 40 time. But as far as if you're looking for a big-time hitter who can also cover, and, as far as the 4.65, I'm way more concerned about a lack of 40 time at corner than I am at safety. Why? Because safety is an instinctive position. And so much of your do you make the play or not has to do with your film study and your brain and your instincts. This guy's got it. Hufanga did not run a great 40 time either. I don't know about you, but to me, Hufanga looks pretty good. Why is that? Because he knows how to play football. He loves to play football. He's a football player. And to me, you can get away with would I have rather seen 4.45 instead of 4.65? Yeah. But at safety, I'm not concerned. There's nothing on film when you watch Ji'Ayir Brown that shows that he doesn't have mobility. He's mobile. He's got coverage ability. He's a force against the run, and just very, very strong. This guy's got, done a lot of lifting. He spends a lot of time in the weight room, but he just loves ball. This is the kind of guy that's going to show up at the facility, get there early, be there all day. He's a versatile player. He's a passionate leader, and I think he's going to be a great 49ers. So great pick at number 99 or number 87 by the 49ers, who traded up from – they still pick at 99 and they still pick at 101, but they gave pick 102 and something else to the Vikings to move into this spot, and they get Ji'Ayir Brown. So I like the way this starts for the 49ers. Why? Because this guy's a real football player. He's not a track star. He's not a workout wonder. He's not one of these guys that, he's got great measurables, but he's just an okay player. He's got okay speed, but he's a great player. And if you watch that Rose Bowl and watched him dominate against the Utes, He dominated against the run. He made plays against the pass. I mean, he seriously was all over the field. Ji'Ayir Brown. And Penn State's got a great program as far as coaching up their athletes and getting these guys ready for the next level. So I love this pick. Ji'Ayir Brown, I think he'll be a major focal point of their secondary. Maybe not right away because the starters are Tayshaun Gibson and obviously Talanoa Hufanga, but you may see them go to a 3 safety alignment at some point this year. You may wind up seeing him play an awful lot more. He's going to play special teams, but I think you're going to see this guy from scrimmage sooner rather than later. So check him out. Ji'Ayir Brown, the latest 49er, goes to the Niners at pick 87 in round 3 on day 2 of the NFL draft. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being a proud sponsor of the Krueger Show, and make sure you keep it locked right here on the Krueger Show on YouTube for all your top-tier Niner coverage right through the draft leading into training camp right here, the Krueger Show on YouTube.